Hi everybody, welcome to Greystone Carving Studio. My name's Henry, and in this video, I'm going to introduce you to some materials. These are the materials that we use for making memorials, but some of them are, but also mainly here I'm talking to you about materials that our students use. And we use mainly limestones, local and mainly local material. So when I mean native stone, it's called in the trade, so stone from the United Kingdom, Britain. We use some stone from Italy, we use some marble, and some from Portugal. I think the Nabracina occasionally we use, which replaces a native stone called Hopton wood that memorial masons used, but it's worked out, it's no longer available, so we use a very similar stone from abroad. Just introduce you to this bit of stone. This is a Neolithic limestone. It's a bar stone, and it's the stone we give to people who come and say, I want to learn stone carving. They've got no experience. So this five-pointed flower is the flower that all carving apprentices, it's the first job that they were given, and we help them make that with this bit of material. Bar stones are lovely, well, the whole of Bath's built out of it. It's a lovely stone that's consistent, generally speaking. As well as being a building stone, it's a good carving stone, but it's quite open, so it's not as detailed as, say, Portland, which this is a Portland. Another limestone. This is an interesting piece. This actually has got a shake in it. I don't think you probably won't be able to see the shake, but you can hear it. So if I tap it, rings there, and the shake runs along here, so you can hear it. So that's something that it's worth remembering. So if you ever get a piece of material and you go, well, that looks, is it sound? No, that's not sound. So that's and that's really good for lettering, as well as relief carving, and also carving in the round. So all of central London's made out of this, built out of Portland. I'm surprised there's any Portland left. So and then a really good stone for beginners, and also for those who find chisels difficult. Although this is a kind of a rough ABC on how to do a Tudor rose. So we're going through the process of that, and this is a Maltese stone. There's I kind of big up Southern Stone, who import all this, and it's a bit plucky, but it's really consistent, and you can polish it, and surprisingly, and you can braid it, and you can use planes on it and abrasives on it and work it kind of without using a chisel with that. So so those are the main three stones that we use for kind of carving. Portland's harder than bar stone, but softer than Maltese limestone. But bar stone's less plucky, we call it. It's less brittle. So when you put a chisel into it, you got a longer cut before it goes pop. So there's those. This is marble. This is an Italian statuary marble. Let's bring it over here. See, that's an Italian statuary marble, and it's just a little piece that I had. I bought for a job that didn't come off. It was for a hand, for a replacement for a sculpture, for a statue. So that's a kind of grey statuary, marble with a grey streak. You can't, when you wet stone, you can start to see how it looks when it's polished. But I haven't got a pond here. I haven't got anything to it. Right, and then this is an alabaster. So we also have softer stones. So we have alabasters, soapstones, and what was the other one? Serpentine. So serpentines, and that's a really nice material, and it's kind of semi-translucent. And Tam's kind of wet that down so you can see kind of the quality of closer what it would be like, because it takes a polish. As this, but this you can hone this, but you can't polish it, and you can polish this. And then we've got a couple of other stones, which is this is a York stone. It's good stone for lettering and relief carving, but it's hard and it's a little kind of gritty and it rips through your chisels. And then a really nice material for letter cutting and low relief is slate. And this is, I don't think this is local, I think this is a foreign slate, but we buy Welsh slate, blue-black Welsh slate. And there are a couple of other stones that I don't have here. One of them is Ancaster, which is a beautiful stone, really nice oolitic limestone. And that's very good all-round general for carving. And they also use it in the trade for building, but it's a carving stone and you can cut letters in it. It's a really nice stone. So what makes a good stone is not necessarily whether it's hard or soft, but whether it's consistent. And these stones are all chosen because they are consistent. Was there any other stone? Cumbrian green slate. That's a nice stone. And then there's an Irish stone called Kilkenny, which is a limestone, but it's a black limestone, and it's really hard, but it takes a polish and it's really beautiful. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the main. There are a few other stones that we use, but those are the main ones that we use and we get hold of, and our students use kind of mainly the limestones. So there you go.